Okay, great. We are live. There's just some technical difficulties, but we have that sorted. 1 second. Let me just check the audio is all good. I think I froze. Okay, yep, my screen has froze. Let me know if you can see me in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if you can see me in the chat. I am currently frozen. Oh, okay, there we go. Comment Monday or Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Tuesday, as they like to say. Comment that in the chat. Happy Tues, as they say in the old Americas. Hello, everyone. My name is Devann Edwards, aka Devann the Connector, co-founder of the Total Freedom Network. And my beautiful co-host Xaye cannot make it today, so you got me here to stay. See, I rhymed. Anyways, got my hair done. How am I? Let me see. There we go. Okay. Just waiting for everything to upload because this screen seems to be going slow. Okay, just waiting for. Okay. Okay, just waiting for everything to be online. Excuse the technical difficulties. All right. All right, so I'm just going to assume that it's all working. I'm going to check. I got to check this. Okay, yeah, we're live. We're live. Okay, that's good. That's good. Had to make sure. Had to make sure. Okay. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, leaders. All right, raise your hand if you have ever felt like your calendar owns you. Raise your hand. Me three, me four. I'm sure that's the case, all right? And today we're gonna really talk about structure flexibility, really like leading without losing your soul, you know? And like even feel like your calendar owns you, or worse, like working 80-hour weeks, but your impact feels stuck in neutral. Like isn't that like a crazy thing to be experiencing? And we want our experiences to be curated in a way that serves us in all ways of ways of being. And today we're gonna actually be like so-called tearing up the rule book on the hustle culture and really moving in the flow of natural law, but showing you how to really build structured flexibility, the system that lets you crush your goals and still keep and still keep your sanity. You know, um, I know this isn't another like time management gimmick. This is really about sovereignty. This is really about owning your time, energy, and your life, right? And so you might be wondering, what is structured flexibility? You know, and it's funny because I've never heard anyone really speak about this except for maybe the co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman. Shout out to him. And structured flexibility is the intentional practice of combining strategic systems with adaptive execution to achieve ambitious goals while maintaining energy, alignment, and fulfillment. It's literally like the antidote to rigid burnout inducing routines and chaotic reactive workflows. And I wondered to myself, like, why do people not apply structured flexibility enough in their lives? I mean, a lot of their business as well, but it gets to start at the core of every aspect of our life. Like, have some foundation, right? And so let's get real. Like, most leaders think discipline means rigidity. It means like, oh, wake up at 5 a.m., grind to the midnight, no days off. Does that sound familiar? And often is really how we use our time and in max getting the most out of it. So like here's some data. I mean, this might be an old study, but it's still relevant study because I've seen it like every year. I've seen it observing every year. Like a Harvard study from 2003 even found that 92% of leaders who cling to rigid systems actually burn out within 18 months. And at Total Freedom Network, we're here to really target that burnout and that self-sabotage and really eliminate that. But 18 months? Really? You're clinging to this for 18 months? It's crazy because what I found is that burnout isn't really from the hard work. It's from misaligned effort. It's from that hidden energy draining at you, and you're not even realizing there's blind spots all around you. Like you're pouring energy into tasks that don't actually move the needle, right? And so structure flexibility is about isn't it's not really about doing less. It's about doing what matters. Okay, and we're gonna break down that framework, but it reminds me of a conversation I had with a family friend. He's more like a little brother to me, and I was just really telling him about what we do, and I was telling him how because it's been a while since I said this, but accountability is really the habit, the ability, the habit of managing and directing your discipline in a way that you're prioritizing what matters, right? And so on this self mastery journey, Xaye and I use what we call our TDI framework. And we've used that with our Venture Mind Academy course, where we had about 80 plus people taking that on board from through our courses. And we found that our system has three pillars to it. It's really that think, do, and improve. And we in the Venture Mind Academy, we show you how that works. If that's something that you want, just let me know, comment, DM, whatever you want to do. Let me know. But first is think, right? The first thing on the framework is think. Do we think enough? And often we recommend starting with a think dump list, like of everything you have to do or you want to do, and essentially what you want to make a priority in your life. Like it could be list of 10, list of all of that, list of 100. Write down everything that comes up for you, right? But in this case, we'll be using the Prioritize and Thrive worksheet. And if that's on YouTube, it should be on in the description below. Uh, or it could be the link in the bio. You find our Prioritize and Thrive worksheet. Free, it's complimentary. But using the worksheet, you get to identify your non-negotiables, right? Your non-negotiables are those three things. You can start with three. Start with three things that must happen daily to move your vision forward. So for me, it's like that morning meditation, deep work blocks, and my dinner time. Like I like it because me eating is very peaceful for me. And then, of course, the second part is do. And when you're doing, that's taking action, of course. It's executing with focus. But here's the key: you want to schedule flexible blocks for surprises. Like I like to call them planned distractions. All right, because there's always something gonna happen. Like for example, today I had to get my hair done, all that stuff. And I was working while I was getting my hair done, but that's not the point. The point is we didn't know what could happen at any moment, so I had to really structure and be flexible in how I do work today. And so that means no more all or nothing days. Don't don't think like you're on the final stretch and you have nothing within you, and you're just making it worse by putting more fuel to the fire. Like it's not going to help you in the long term. You're gonna be like conked out the next day trying to be your best, but you can't because you try to do all or nothing. And finally is the improve, which I love. And it's like every Friday, every week, ask yourself again. We say this in our previous, we say this all the time. What worked? What didn't work? And what's one tweak for next week? Okay, what's one tweak for next week? What comes up for you when you hear that? And so be reminded that it's not really about perfection. It's about progress. Progress over perfection all day. And because why? Because with progress, you actually adapt without losing momentum. So so progress is literally is you're in the art of perfecting yourself. It's a very interesting dynamic. So, but you really adapt without losing momentum, and it's all about that momentum, that effortless consistency that you continue to build, right? And so that gets to be part of your action plan. Think, do, and improve. And so again, if you're ready to actually start on like these three non-negotiables, remember to again grab our complimentary free prioritize and thrive worksheet. Link should be below. If and this is like really your step-by-step guide to implementing this system. And then of course we gotta have more advanced systems once you start using it, of course. And one thing I will say is okay, www.totalfreedomnetwork.com/prioritize and thrive worksheet. We will shorten it shortly, but for now it is www.totalfreedomnetwork.com/prioritize and thrive worksheet. And if you don't see it in the link below, message me and I got you. I got you covered, all right? And inside this worksheet, inside the framework of this, you get the opportunity to actually identify your core tasks and priorities, establish a simple, clear habit to stay focused and release overwhelm, and create an action plan to get your task completed. And this is just like really this worksheet is really like just the stepping stone towards your self mastery journey. It's that stepping stone towards that self accountability that you want to really embrace and embody within your life, right? And so I encourage you to do that. Tell a friend as well, if this is something they're seeking. And of course, for the leaders, the visionary entrepreneurs watching, if you're someone who's ready to actually go deeper, like we have what we call our VIP days for our accountability plan, which gives you a custom 90-day roadmap that will support you for a lifetime. And we work with you. We'll diagnose your leaks and help build you a personalized system within 6 hours. So if that's something that's of interest to you, DM VIP. That's DM VIP to claim your spot. All right, DM VIP to claim your spot. And we're gonna only have a few slots available anyway, so due to time factors. But DM VIP if that's something you're interested in. All right, and we want you to remember. I want you to remember. I'm speaking on behalf of Xaye as well. So remember, structure. This is what it's about. Structure isn't a cage. It's really the foundation of freedom. And so I was speaking to Xaye today, and it was funny because I was like, "Oh yeah, it's May, right? It's the beginning of May. What is what should the theme of this month be?" Because we like to do like create themes for each month. And what came up for me was again flexibility and faith, structured flexibility and faith. We're going to be talking about faith next week. Faith as a strategy as well next week towards your self mastery journey. But today I just want to give you a breakdown around the art of structured flexibility and just a simple way you can really apply it to your life. And of course, remember that the structured flexibility is the key to even making those shifts in your leadership, like leadership mastery. And it's really a way to gauge how you can, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, eliminate burnout, align your energy, and really scale yourself, scale whatever you're doing with joy. Like really create aligned and fulfilled life and reclaim self mastery within every aspect of your life. Right. So again, remember, download the free Prioritize and Thrive worksheet. DM VIP if you're ready to take a step further. But all in all, hit the subscribe, and remember that you get to build that self-led legacy with no burnout allowed. No, there's no room for burnout, not in this space, all right? Not in the Total Freedom Network. We don't do that. We're not doing that, all right? So remember, Total Freedom, you get to choose how it looks, and we get to support you in building that future of what it gets to look like. All right. So stay empowered, and I guess I'll see you on the next one.